So the All-Star voting came out today, and for the Eastern and Western Conference stars, I'm going to give my thoughts and basically analysis on each pick. So let's talk about this for today's video. But first, let's start off with the stars in the West. First off, we have Stephen Curry, the point guard position. He's playing very well. He's basically just a threat for his Warriors team. He's the MVP of the league right now, in my sense, behind Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, and others. And for Stephen Curry, I think he's the best player in the Warriors, and he's the best point guard of all time. So I wouldn't put him anywhere else here. So I think for Stephen Curry, for his last stretch of games, he's giving you almost 24. So he's giving you almost about 20 to 30 points a night. So, and he's shooting about over 30% from the three-point line. And he's basically passing the ball to a fair amount and giving almost about 7 to 5 assists per game. So what more can I not say for Stephen Curry and why he should be in the point guard position? The next player on my list is Luka Doncic. He's pretty much the best player in the league right now. I think his team is probably getting back to where they want to be in the Western Conference. But for Luka Doncic, this man's on a mission. He's giving you almost about 25 to 30 points a night, and he's a walking bucket in the court, and there's nothing you can do to stop this guy. And for Luka Doncic, I just think he's basically the next coming of LeBron James in the league, because though he's really small, he's very skinny, he's very lengthy. I think for Luka Doncic, he pretty much has everything you can ask for. He's giving you 30 points a night, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and he's shooting the field goal at almost 50%. And what more can you not ask for Luka Doncic? Like, this guy, he's almost basically your league MVP in the NBA. There's nothing more to say for Luka Doncic, and I'm pretty sure he deserves a spot basically for a shooting guard position. The next player on my list is LeBron James. The next player is small forward. LeBron's pretty much a captain. He deserves this very much because he's almost the greatest player in this day in the NBA, as there's no Kobe or Michael Jordan. But at the same time, LeBron James deserves this. He's basically a 19-time All-Star, and there's no doubt why he deserves this. Oh, he's hit 38, and he's playing very much better as the month of January has gone by. And he just leading this Lakers team without any help given, though Anthony Davis has been out of the lineup. And for LeBron, you know what this guy can do inside and out, and he's one of the best players in the league as of right now. But for LeBron, father time isn't really getting to him, but for LeBron James, you gotta give him your flowers, because what he's doing right now, he's giving you almost 30 points a night, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 50% from the field, and he's shooting 30% from 3, though a bit on a lower end of things. But I think LeBron James, you gotta give him the nod for bargain. The next player on my list, I got Nikola Jokic. The guy's the MVP of the league. There's no doubt why he should not be a Western Conference starter. He's playing very well. He almost gave me about a triple-double. The Nuggets are basically the 1 seed in the West, so why are you not putting him there? When healthy, Nikola Jokic is the MVP on the court. He's basically the best player on the court for a big, and he can't be stopped. He's basically like a Joel Embiid, but a skinnier version, because he can shoot threes, pass the ball, he can play a little bit of defense, so he's a bit lackluster. And he's basically helping the Denver Nuggets to the 1 seed in the West, so why not put Nikola Jokic? And lastly but not least, I'm pretty surprised Zion got on here for basically the last spot in the starting pool. But for Zion Williamson, we all know what he can do. Though he's been injured a bit like Anthony Davis, I'm pretty sure Zion Williamson, when he's on the court, he's a beast. He can't be stopped, he's a tank. And for a size of 6'6" or 6'7", it's pretty much crazy for what Zion Williamson is doing. Giving you 26 points, 7 rebounds a night, 60% from the field, which is a high field goal percentage, and he's giving you 4 assists a night. And he's shooting a 3-ball at a high ascent at basically 36%. So I wouldn't mind Zion Williamson over Anthony Davis, but it's pretty much a hard debate for Anthony Davis and Zion Williamson. But I'll put Anthony Davis as an honorable mention for stars, and even Domantas Sabonis. As basically the Kings and Anthony Davis are playing very much better as for themselves. Now on to the East side of things. So for the East, we have Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, he's a walking bucket. He's having a great season. He's been injured a bit. He should be back by the time the All-Star game starts, and I would love to see him in an All-Star game uniform. He's missed a lot of time due to injuries as for the last 2 to 3 All-Star games. And for Kevin Durant, he's giving you over 25 points a night, and he's having a fair field goal percentage and a good three-point percentage. So for Kevin Durant, if you're being an All-Star game, it'd be very great to see. And I think he should possibly go for MVP because he missed a lot of All-Star games. And for Kevin Durant, what he's doing to the Nets right now, he's basically pushing them to the playoffs as they're a top 5 seed in the East right now. I think for Kevin Durant, he gets your vote 110% as a starter. Next up, we have Kyrie Irving. I'm very surprised he got in here. I would say Jaylen Brown should have got in here because he played a bit more games. He had been efficient, but Kyrie Irving is one of the best point guards of all time, so I'll give my respect. Though he had a bit of issue at the beginning of the season with his anti-Semitic remarks, but at the same time, Kyrie Irving gave me almost 26 points a night, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 48% from the three-point line, 48% from the field, and he's basically leading the net to a good record while Kevin Durant is out, and giving you 37% from the three-point line, so there's nothing more to really complain about Kyrie Irving. I would say Jaylen Brown because he's very much the Boston Celtics are number 1 or number 2 seed in the East. And I'm pretty much sure they should have gotten 2 All-Stars unlike the Nets. But the next player on my list here, I have Giannis. Giannis is playing very much better. He's playing very good. he's basically an MVP like Jason Tatum and Nikola Jokic. And Giannis, he's leading the Bucks good top 3 record in the East, and he's playing very well. He's leading the Bucks in every stat category possible, I'm pretty sure, and he's going for a chase for MVP this season, and he's basically just wrapping up for the playoffs. So I think for Giannis as a captain is pretty much great for the East, so I would have an argument between Kevin Durant. I think for Giannis at the same time, he's virtually giving you good shooting stats and shooting splits and having over 25 points a night as basically a superstar. So Giannis as a captain, I don't mind this either. And being a captain alongside LeBron James. Then my last 2 All-Stars, I put them together. Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum. First, let's talk about Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell actually dropped a good 70 or basically 80 points. I don't know how many points he dropped. I'm pretty sure it's 70 something points in the league right now. Donovan Mitchell deserves to be an All-Star because even in the Jazz, he didn't get to be a starter, and in the East, he has basically the guard spot to himself. And I think for Donovan Mitchell, he should be a starter because he's playing very well. He can't be stopped. He's playing very well for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're top 4 seed in the East. And for his height at 6'1", for Donovan Mitchell, he gave me 28 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists a night on a 48 field goal percentage right now. And he's shooting a 3-pointer at almost 40% at the league's best almost. And I think Donovan Mitchell deserves a spot because I know for his true shooting percentage, it's pretty much out the door. And for Donovan Mitchell, I'm pretty sure you gotta give his respect to when it's due. And last but not least, we have my MVP of the East right now, Jason Tatum, or for the league. I would say Jason Tatum deserves your respect because though he played crap in the NBA Finals last season, I think Tatum should get an All-Star nod because I thought Jason Tatum right now, he's giving me over 30 points a game. He's giving me 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and having a field goal percentage of 46%. And he's shooting a 3-ball at almost 35%. If you want to do this from a true shooting perspective, I'm pretty much sure he's shooting over true shooting efficiency, which is 37%. But for Tatum, I think his game has expanded over everything because he's giving you more rebounds, he's giving more assists, and he's scoring more. So I think for a number 1 option, I would say for Jason Tatum for a Celtics team, I think he gets an All-Star nod 110%. But for the All-Star stars, it's basically a good pool. The West, I'm pretty much sure I got right, but I was very much confused between Zion and AD. And for the East, I'm pretty much sure I got everything right, but I was very unsure between Kyrie and Jaylen Brown. I would say Jaylen Brown got snubbed in my opinion, but I think he'll get a reserve, and the same with Domantas Sabonis in the West and Anthony Davis. They'll be reserved, so the NBA All-Star game, there's still much room to add on. So I hope no one gets basically hurt, and for the draft is before the All-Star games, that's pretty much promising. And that's really all I gotta say for the NBA All-Star starter selections. So if y'all like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and everything helps a lot. And your boy Demi, also known as Kadeem, and more NBA content coming out, and I'm out, man. Peace out.